Welcome back to the Stunticon job. This is part 2 of a trilogy, so I suggest you go watch part 1 if you have not seen it. So, moving on, let's talk about Transformers Legacy, Dragstrip, and Dead End, who both comprise of the arms, so maybe they can give you a hand or two. Since both are unique molds, we will talk about both of them individually, which will cause this part to be longer, which I quite enjoy. So, let's start with the one that begun the Stunticon journey. Dragstrip came out in the very first wave of Legacy Year 1, and I wanted nothing to do with him. Nothing. Only these figures, plus Blaster, because Blaster wasn't part of the original plan for Wave 1 for me. And, yeah, basically, that's it. Until I watched the stream where they revealed Motormaster, and I saw how Dragstrip interacted with the Combiner arm, and that basically sold me. So, luckily, one day, my grandma just so happened to be with us when we were at the mall. We went to Macy's, where they had Toys R Us, and guess who happened to be on the store shelf? Dragstrip. And shout out to my grandma for buying Dragstrip for me, because without her, this video wouldn't be made, essentially. Onto the figure itself, I really love how distinct Dragstrip is in a group of Decepticons, and really sticks out like a sore thumb. The only real complaint that I have is the lack of breakage in the sea of yellow, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Very much like Wild Rider, Dragstrip comes with 2 scoped pistols, which is definitely a G1 reference to the G1 toy, which also can combine together as well. Articulation for Dragstrip, so the head is only on a swivel, goes all the way. The arm moves all the way around, but actually it gets caught by the shoulder, so no, you can't really move it all the way around. Actually, maybe, yeah, you can, like that. Bit unconventional, and that felt a little scary. The arm goes out that far, which isn't very far. Bicep swivel, 90-degree elbow, full 360 waist, but that's more so a transformation. The leg goes that far forward, that far back. Crazy spread. Thigh swivel, super tight because I never use it. 90-degree knees, and the foot can go back. So that's the transformation, and then crazy ankle tilts. So yeah. But talking about Legacy Wave 1, it's definitely a strong wave. Probably not the strongest wave, because I believe there might be stronger waves, but I'm not going to argue which one that might be. But I think it's a good pick selection for a wave, which really shows what Legacy is all about, being about different continuities and such, even though we're like 5.5 waves deep already, so this part might be redundant, but this is my video. Transformation for Dragstrip, and by extension Shadowstrip, since they're the same exact mold, but we only got Dragstrip, so simple. Put the legs together, straighten the arms out, move the wrist guard things, move the back wheels down, do the same thing on the other side. Move the front of the car, swivel like that way so the Decepticon symbol is facing you. Open this latch, straighten it forward so it's like that. Click the head away. Then latch the arms from these tabs here and put them together like that. Swivel this around, then close that. Do the waist swivel, move the feet forward, open the leg hatches, then accordion the legs all the way, and make sure that these tabs go into these holes. Close the bottom. And weapon storage, get one gun, do it there on the only available 5mm holes, and voila, you got a Formula 1 car. Moving on to my favorite Stunticon, Dead End. And no, it's not because of recent bias, because I got him last, but it's because he follows the checklist of all the things I like about a Transformer. So, Decepticon, check. Dark colors, check. Red, check. And most importantly, a faceplate and visor. And even though I bought Dead End myself, I'm still going to thank FilthyFresa for getting him for my birthday. And also, all their socials will be in the description, because I asked for permission if I could add that, and I got the okay. So, please check out the stuff, it's amazing. And we bring ourselves to controversy for the 50 billionth time for the Transformers community. And you want to know what it is about Dead End that's so controversial? It's his feet! Yes, his feet. I am not joking. People complaining that his feet look wonky, and actually, I was one of those people. When Dead End was first revealed, I was like, oh, he looked like he was missing something. But then I turned around because after seeing more pictures and stuff, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Dead End's amazing. So, yeah, controversy in the Transformers community is just so fucking ridiculous. I don't even know what the... God. Getting into accessories, Dead End comes with, you guessed it, 2 scoped pistols. And luckily this time, they don't combine this time. They cannot. Literally, it's physically impossible. They both have a 5mm port on both sides. And honestly, I think Dead End's guns are a lot more uniquely sculpted compared to the other 3. So, but that's just my personal opinion.
Articulation for Dead End. My favorite Stunticon. So, the head can go all the way around, only swivels. The arm goes all the way around. Arm goes out that far, way better than Dragstrip. Bicep swivel, super tight. 9° at the, well, actually not even 90 degrees, it's more like more than 90. Actually no, less than. It's less than. Sorry. White swivel. Leg goes out that far forward, that far back, which is very shitty. You cannot do that. And as the other Stunticons, beautiful spread. Well, besides Motormaster, because we haven't talked about Motormaster yet. Thigh swivel, 90° elbow, knees. Actually, that's even less. And the feet go back, just like Dragstrip, and crazy ankle tilt. So that's pretty much it for Dead End.
Now talking about Wave 3 as a whole, even though I don't have it finished yet, I think Wave 3 is probably my favorite wave of Legacy so far, because for at least to me, it has a unifying theme of warm colors, even if Crankcase and Soundwave are blue, but that's just to me at least. Every other wave doesn't really have anything that unifies all the figures except Wave 3, so I mean, I guess we'll see what Legacy Evolution Wave 3 has to offer, but we're not there yet. Getting into comparisons, it is the exact same comparisons that I used for Part 1, so yeah.
Transformation for Dead End now, it's very similar to Dragstrip, but it is different, so that's why you're doing it separately. So obviously you do the same thing as Dragstrip, where you move the arm panels by swiveling them around. But on Dead End, you move the wheels back instead of the other way. Then unlatch the hood of the car and then the top of the car and straighten that out. And then take his shoulders, or I guess his pecs, and then turn around the whole neck section around so it hides away. Then you bring up these parts, connect them, then put the arms into place, but also make sure you close the hood at the same time so it's nice and flush. So then the legs, put the feet back, make sure you click them in all the way, because that's the thing people don't do, where they'll just put it in, but you actually have to move it in further so it clicks into place. I saw a video about that. So you move the leg panels forward, then you notch the legs together, then you, well, if it doesn't unnotch, then you accordion the legs together, make sure they tab in, because they tab in, close the leg panels, and then configure this part back there, and bada bing bada boom, you got yourself Dead End. Weapon storage, I completely forgot to record this at the same time as the transformation, so this is a second separate clip just to peek behind the curtain. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dragstrip's Formula 1 race car mode is pretty sweet. I really love that more colors finally pop out in the vehicle mode, which is very much needed for Dragstrip. And also, I think Dragstrip's race car mode is a lot better than the Kingdom Mirage mold, because it's just more coherent as one solid piece. And in the Velocitron Part 2 video, I said Crasher had the best Decepticon symbol alignment for vehicle mode, but Dragstrip's gonna have to take that title from her, because as I was messing with all these guys before filming any of this video, I realized that Dragstrip does in fact have a complete Decepticon symbol, because Crasher has a semi-incomplete towards the middle. So basically, I rest my case. Dead End's car mode is probably the sleekest between all the sports cars. So yes, better than Breakdown and Wild Rider, since both of them are basically the exact same car. So basically, Dead End basically wins a free award of being the best car. And also, strangely, it has a very familiar feeling to me. Like, I don't know what it is, but it feels very familiar. And together, Dead End and Dragstrip look very well together. And that even goes for all 4 of the Stunticons. Even though I did say Dead End's my favorite. But all 4 together, they look wonderful. And it's mostly because I really appreciate all 4 of them very much. I like how, while 2 of them are practically the same, they bring differences to the table. And honestly, I'm just going to talk about this now. I really appreciate how toys come. I don't really care if they're missing one specific minute little detail, because at the end of the day, there could be a newer, better toy that could be made of it that will include that little detail. So no need to go on outrageous rampages and throwing figures across the room or punching them so hard that they break or smashing with a hammer. It's just outrageous. Even if it's for comedic effect, just don't waste the plastic. Okay, and then you might come here devil's advocate saying, oh, well, what about knockoff toys? Fuck those, okay? You can destroy that shit. I don't care about knockoff toys. I'm talking about, like, officially made stuff. Like a Transformer, not a super mega Robo Man thing. Getting into comparisons, here is Dead End and Dragstrip with the exact same lineup of comparisons for vehicle mode. So, starting off, we got all the Decepticon cars, all the majority Lamborghini bots, plus Jazz, who's a Porsche. The randomly selected bots with the lady bots, and most importantly, Cliff Jumper. So that's Transformers Legacy, Dragstrip, and Dead End. Both figures are basically the best. While they can be better, I think as mainline figures, they are fine. They are good the way they are. If you want more intricate stuff, just go get the third-party Masterpiece stuff, because, yeah. But for these, I am very satisfied with these. I much prefer the mainline stuff, especially the scale. And looking back, the Combiner Wars versions of these two were actually very decent. So these are a nice upgrade. So yeah, that's basically going to wrap up part 2. I will catch you in part 3, the final part. But for now, like this video if you like this video. Subscribe, notifications on so you don't miss whenever I upload another video. Whether it's an iceberg video, a tier list, or a review, which it's going to be a majority of reviews, as always. And share this with your friends and family, your significant other, your pets, the weird neighbor down the street, your CrossFit trainer, the fucking, I don't know, I'm just thinking of random people at this point. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you stick around for whenever part 3 comes out, which is going to be in the next couple of days.